Coming up in this week's episode, we prepare Atlas for a bumpy crossing.
Adam descends into the depths of despair.
I gotta admit, I'm feeling quite sick. Probably that tin of cold beans I had. And we discuss our next big offshore passage to Tonga. If we're out there and we get 40 plus knots, we'll have to deal with it. It'll be an experience.
Here we go.
Just knocked the engine off, got a bit of genoa out, and we're starting to sail. It's a bit of a swell. See some white horses out there. So this is the passage we're making today. We're currently anchored up here, just off the side of the channel on this island. It's a short passage, only 22 miles across to the island. I think it's called Raiatea. 22 miles to the pass here, this cut, and then we're going to be travelling up inside the reef around the top here, and there's an anchorage just in here where loads of boats anchor. In all, I reckon it's about 26-27 miles. Shouldn't take more in the afternoon. Easy sail, nothing really to look out for. The wind is going to be coming from this direction, kind of like this, 22 to 29 knots, so we got a treble reef main. It should be quite a lively sail. Last night we had all our chain, all our ground gear on the floor. We got like 63 meters of chain and the whole lot was out, and snubber was out. We did move an inch, which was great.
What is it? Is it a whale?
Might have been a whale.
All of a sudden it's gone from 12 to 21 knots. It's gusty. Still gusting on the island, I think. We got some wind at last. Whistling has just started, so it's definitely force 5. You hear force 5 when it starts to whistle through the rigging.
Just got a little bit of genoa in, and I'm having rough sailor's dinner. A good old-fashioned tin of beans. It's about to get Neppy on as well, because we're going to get wet, I think, and get the harnesses out and harness ourselves into the cockpit today. It takes that one wave.
I'm not harnessing.
No. Luke's got sauce all over his lips. A classic move by Luke. Well done, Luke. gotta admit, I'm feeling quite sick. Probably that tin of cold beans I had.
Not very nice, is it?
I always get it after I've been in the anchorage for a week and you go out and it's like this. I just feel sick for a couple of hours and I feel okay then. Lucky enough Luke doesn't feel that.
I'm on the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is lumpy out here. Yeah. It is what it is though.
Yeah.
Just try and keep in the fresh air, that's what I feel. That's what I think. Don't go downstairs.
No.
It's nice sailing conditions though. 5 to 6 knots. 20 knots of wind. Lovely. This catamaran has suddenly changed its course and is now heading directly for us. I'm not sure what is going on here. I'll keep you updated because it was on the same course as us. Now it's turned. Very weird. There they are on this on the port side of us now. I have no idea what they're doing. All I can guess is they changed their minds because they were on the same course as us and now they're suddenly going over that way. So, yeah, don't know. They're going quite fast. They're not going much faster than us though, to be honest. I think they're French because they got a French flag. Perhaps they changed their mind on halfway across. Sailing's still going well, got good wind, only got 13, 14, 15. We've got about 7.5 miles to go, so we'll be there in just over about an hour and 20 minutes, depends on our speed. And we'll be going through that reef cut and then it'll all go nice and calm, and Adam will be very pleased because he is feeling the sickest he has ever felt. I'm not sure why. Well, it is rough. It's rough out here and we sit in a nice anchorage for, yeah, this first rough sail we've had in about a month really, since we arrived in Tahiti. It was rough there and we haven't had a rough sail since, so that is the reason why really. Done an experiment today because Adam's been feeling as sick as he ever.
I'm feeling sick as a dog. I'm like so close to losing my lunch for hours. Absolutely never felt like that before. Horrendous.
So he went downstairs to lie down and he come back up here and he's feeling sick. And I said, you need to go on the tiller, I'll give you something to concentrate on the steering. And I think he was a bit suspicious of it, whether it would work or not. So I got Neppy off and put Neppy away and then just forced him to go on the tiller, and he's actually feeling a little bit better.
Yeah, I am.
Because he's concentrating on steering and keeping the ship rather than concentrating on being sick. So if you feel sick, go on the tiller, it's a great cure. But it won't cure, well, it'll help.
It helps a little bit, yeah.
You got colour back.
Alright.
Little.
We've changed our mind. We were originally going to go through this pass here, which is 5.6 miles away, but having a look at the entrance, it's like 14 meters there. So because Adam's feeling so ill, and we're going to go through this entrance instead. I mean, the minimum depth is like 40 meters, so it seems a bit better to go through. Plus it's only 3 miles away, and once we're inside the reef, then we can just gently sail down here in really calm waters. So that's what we're going to do. And if it was blowing 29-30 knots, we would still go through that other reef channel because that's an all-weather reef channel. The one we're going through, the reef channel, is most weather reef channel, but it's not that bad out here, so we think it should be okay, and it's very deep.
I'm back from the depths of despair. About 1 mile left to the cut. Just gonna follow that catamaran in, and then there's an anchorage on the right. We may stop there. Don't know yet. We'll have a look when we get inside. Here we go. Going through the meat in the biscuit. See a red buoy there and a green there. It looks quite narrow on the charts, but it's actually quite wide. It looks quite wide. The catamaran's got through safely. They do say there's a lot of current. Either it's going in or going out. I don't know whether it just says there's current there. So, probably going to get the engine ready on standby. We should be able to sail in there. I'm going to probably get it ticking over in case we need it. Wind's gone a little bit tight through here. Going through the narrowest part. You can't see it, can you? And then it opens up then.
Get in.
Yeah. The island. Sailing downwind. How wonderful. We made the decision to pull into this anchorage because I wasn't feeling too well. Get the old snubber on that I made in Fishguard. This is how we put our snubber on. Hook it over a link. And it goes over the bow roller. You've got to keep the pressure on it, otherwise it'll fall off the link. Okay, I'm going to let it out now. Weight on there. Yeah.
The engine off
There you go.
What are you doing, Ed?
It looks like I'm going to inject heroin because I'm burning sugar on a spoon. But actually I'm not.
Is that how you do it?
It's something like that, isn't it?
I have no idea.
He heated up and lighted, didn't he?
I'm not a professional in these things.
There's a little wasp outside. That's too hot for him. I'm giving him some sugar water. He was inside the bucket. He's on top of the handle now.
Has he lost a wing?
I thought he did, but it was just tucked in, it was.
Oh, it's just tucked in.
Yeah, I'll show you him now.
We've just been to the shop.
He's there.
Is he your new friend?
Yeah.
Shall I pick him up?
Yeah, I was going to now.
You gonna pick him up?
Yeah.
What if he stings?
Come on, little chap. He's a bit unsure, isn't he? Oh, there he goes.
Wow, he's actually eating that.
Yeah.
That is insane, Ad. I didn't think that could work.
Yeah.
No.
Flew off. Rescued him from the bucket.
Is that him?
That's a different one, I think. And he flew off. Saved a life. We only stayed for one night at this anchorage, then decided to move on the next day.
We made it around this side of the island. We're just looking for a place to drop the hook. it is very deep here. It's 29 meters, and we will not anchor in anything more than 20 meters deep, otherwise our windlass will have a complete meltdown. There's 2 blue patches down there, 10 meters, so we're going to go and try down there, aren't we, Adam?
Yes, we are, Luke. Things aren't really going to plan here. We've tried anchoring. This is the anchor spot. The only shallow bit is 10 to 15 meters deep, and it's full of boats. No way to anchor. There's another little spot just over there. I tried anchoring there, but as soon as we got the gear on the floor, it's just solid rock. Really bad. We're exhausting all our options here. We may have to go out and join some of the boats all the way out there that seem to be anchored on the sand out there, but it's the dinghy ride for us to get to shore here. Could be about half a mile, and 2 of us in our little bathtub gonna get absolutely soaked. No, watch this space.
I think we've done it. Put all the anchor chain down, we got it all down. We anchored in 15 minutes and then we come back, and now we're in 26 meters. It's deep, really deep on the edge for us.
Put the anchor alarm on. The wind is set to die off a bit more and more over the next couple of days. Always blowing from the east. Blowing from over there, but there's like a knot of current running this way always here. So it should be okay.
Look at that. If you can see, it's tipping down my brain, so I'm gonna get wet. Look. See these fish here? They're after the little fish, they're hiding underneath our boat. And we hear this all night. They actually bang against the hull sometimes. Loads, is there?
Yeah. Big, long.
Yeah, they are.
That long.
They're eating the little fish.
Look, down there.
Yeah.
They're like that long.
They're eating the little ones.
What you need.
We've had a lot of rain here today.
Some of them are huge, like a metre long.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go in there.
Go jump in.
Scare them off. What are you doing then, Ed?
Well, this is a way of folding a t-shirt, they say. Just to make it really small.
Why would you want to do this?
To save space.
Have you gone mental?
No. Like that.
Hmm.
That.
This is your new thing, is it?
That. Saves so much space.
This is what we do in the evenings.
What's the last bit? Something like that, I know, I don't know.
That's it then, is it?
When does it look like that? A little sausage.
Hmm.
Okay, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it? It's brilliant! Ah! Soon we're going to be setting off for a long passage of around about 2 weeks across from here in French Polynesia to Tonga. We need to be doing some checks today. We're going to be going up the mast, checking right at the top there and checking all the rigging. So we want to make sure this boat is ready for an offshore passage. Bit more. Okay. Woo. Sit back in the chair, relax. Still don't like being up here, but there we go. Sorry about my breathing in the camera. The pins are in. Most important for our stay. In. No, everything seems okay so far. Everything seems fine up here. All the pins are good. We did lose our wind indicator that was on top of the mast here. And I don't know if you can see. Yep, the bracket snapped off on the other side. Cheap crap. Now I don't like this. See this line is holding our furler up, this part, the sail. I don't like that, the way that is. So really this needs taken down. I'll tie a bowline in this. I mean, this is okay, as long as the sun doesn't kill it. A little bit.
So you may be asking, why are we taking this off? It looks pretty secure. Well, all that's holding that rope is this. It's much better to have a knot in it. Trust your bowline.
Yep.
Much more secure. It's far safer than how we had it before.
Yeah.
Bowline.
Should we burn the end of that rope? That's pretty much it. Checked all the running rigging, halyards, lines, sheets, etc. All the standing rigging, furlers, absolutely everything we can think of.
Just need to grease Neppy up and then we'll be good.
Yeah. I'll be happy to go out now, knowing that everything's as it should be. Yeah. I hope not. We're looking at the weather. I huffed then, a big huff. We're looking at the weather to go. We got to be out here by Saturday because our visa's up.
Yeah.
And it's high pressure, but it's being squeezed out there by a low that's down to our south. And on the edge of that, it's like 40 plus knots, isn't it?
Yeah, at the moment.
We can't go out in that. We could ride it out, but it's no good for us or the boat. It'd be like 5 metre seas. We're going to keep an eye on that. If we have to get an extension to stay, we'll try and get an extension.
Yeah, it's half a week or something.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't got to be out here until the 26th. It's only the 23rd on Saturday.
Yeah. Well, keep an eye on the weather.
Next week tomorrow, Tuesday tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
But it is known to be sometimes a bit of a
Could be me.
tricky passage, that one down to Tonga, isn't it? Unpredictable, they say, isn't it?
Unpredictable, yeah.
And it's proven quite unpredictable. We're going to have weather, as you know, for like 5 days. We'll have weather, but then after that, then we'll be relying on the weather from our patrons. So text is unknown forecast kind of thing. If we're out there and we get 40 plus knots, we'll have to deal with it.
Yeah.
It'll be an experience.
Yeah, we've had 40 knots, but not 40 knots consistently over
No.
a number of days. Scary.
We'll just hank on the storm jib on the staysail and
yeah.
close the hatches, get Neppy going, and just
Be
monitor
horrendous.
it. It'll be bad.
It'll be horrible.
It'll be bad.
It'll be so horrible.
Uncomfortable.
Oh god.
And then we got to go down from Tonga down to New Zealand, which is always another tricky passage.
It's looking
We've
okay.
heard.
Recently it's been looking beautiful.
Yeah.
Easy sailing.
Got some really good sailing to come. Watch this space.
Yeah, we're just going to leave you now with some of our best bits from this last island, and there's no coming up in the next episode because we don't know what's going to happen. And we'll
Storm at sea!
We'll see you next time. Thanks very much for watching and all the amazing support.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
I know the camera lens is dirty, but we've got no way of drying it because we're both saturated. This is the trail. So horrendously tough.
Just been climbing up this ridiculous path. It goes all the way up. We're not quite at the peak yet. 1,600 feet up here, and there's coral, actual coral up here.
I think it's when the islands first formed, they pushed up out of the sea because of the volcano and took the seabed with it.
Yeah, all it. We found our next boat. We're going to be putting an offer in on this. We just need to put a mast on it now. Traditional. It's nice, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Sailing Brothers! Woo! Back from their world tour around the world. The crowd goes wild.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Join us next week for more delicious content. Thank you to all our amazing supportive patrons for making this adventure possible.